green-white Hardened Scales. We've got a way to add more counters to things. Conclave Mentor serves a similar role. Hangarback Walker has been added to Magic Arena. We've got Ajani Sleeper Agent here who distributes some counters and generates some card advantage. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see how this lines up into our red-black dominated format today. Oh, actually, before we go in, speaking about red-black dominated, I think I want a couple of Knight of Autumn in the sideboard. To the red-black matchup. Dromoka seems okay there too, actually, to make them sacrifice it. Shaper Sanctuary versus red-black. I don't think Shaper Sanctuary is great versus red-black. They don't have that much actual spot removal. I'd rather have planeswalkers that generate card advantage after the fact, rather than like needing to draw Shaper Sanctuary on one and then hoping they're not like Liliana eating me and stuff. Alright, we have the card our deck is named after and a curve. We got Watch Wolf plus here. Eat your heart out. We're in a good spot until their verdict is supreme here. Yeah, our Watch Wolf is scaling up nicely. Pretty dead to me. Well, immediately rewarded for putting some Knights of Autumn in my board. Hangarback's pretty good into their Edict. Scavenging Ooze is probably not super relevant here. Do I want extra Planeswalkers, possibly? Oh, Runestone does stop that, doesn't it? It's a good shout. I have too many cards here now, though, is the problem. Let's try this. I think one Elspeth in our sideboard is fine in our low land count deck. Elspeth's not a card that you need to play on curve, and the types of matches that you're bringing Elspeth in for are matches that are likely to go long. Jellyfish, thanks for the tier 2. Thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. It's not the green source I wanted for Christmas. King of Lands, come on, deck. I assume they're jumping to game 7 here. Wow, really? Like a Skyclave apparition or something here? So they're dead to an untapped land, because untapped land lets us knight the ley line, which gets us back Aspirant, which lets us pump the Stonecoil and crunch for a bunch. Am I dead yet? A cute way to get Trial of Ambition into play. Nope. Can't exile that one, friendo. Oh, they're dead on board? The keyword coil, chat. Trample. Running you down. Do 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 do. Pum 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 pum. No 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 no. Do 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 do. All right, who's in for a 23rd land, chat? I think I'm in for a 23rd land. land do I want? Klets, were you here earlier, by the way? When we were playing the Sultai deck? You should check the Sultai deck we just finished playing in Historic. It is totally your jam. Also, before we head into our next game...
Garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
We were reminiscing about the past this morning. And I dug around in my video files and found that one. Yeah, Tumo's had their 7-year and 1-month threesome this morning, so he spent the first 10 minutes of the stream reminiscing about the past, like the old people that we are. Is dabbing still popular with the children? Occasionally my children do it. They have lots of other dances and things that they do. What did I just witness? I am but a lowly newer sub. Not gonna let my life be garbage time. But what does sour cream have to do with their verdicts? We'll never know. Dabs and flosses. The people that are newer to the channel, and by newer to the channel, I mean it's probably been 3 or 4 years since we've played that on the regular. That's something my buddy Andrew there in chat commissioned off of Fiverr. Where people like dress up in silly costumes or whatever, and you could like pay them X amount of dollars for them to say a short sentence or bit or something in their costume or with their background. I hope wherever you're at in the world, Dabbing Veggie Man, life is treating you okay. Hey, Wee McGee. Speaking of the old timers, thanks for the 43 months. I think Spirits is a bad matchup. I think Spirits is one of the probably infinite matches in Magic the Gathering where being on the play versus being on the draw is super important. Founding was cracked, Andrew. It was the reason the deck was good, which is why I thought of you when I loaded it up. Yes, Klets. Founding lets you Luris back all of your spells. I think we actually had like a 5-0 or 6-0 session with it. Yeah. The deck was very silly. Alright, if they don't have a slip out the back here, we could potentially KO this Rattle Shades with the Eiganjo. James does it too. We're on the draw, so we're dead. On to the next one. My playing stat player today. So, I just updated the stream title. I'm actually feeling pretty beat at the moment because I was up a little bit late and then Haley was up in the middle of the night. So I think I'm actually going to be done for this afternoon after I finish this Magic deck. We're going to play this for an hour and a half or so. And then I think I'm going to do an evening stream on YouTube for Snap tonight. So I want to play some Snap today, but I'm starting to drag a good bit. I think I'd rather go take a nap, and we'll come back later tonight on the YouTube side of things. Flying Blocker sounds good. Scooze is probably whatever. Apologies for the change of schedule. I don't love changing at the last minute, but... Afternoon naps are a dangerous game. Sometimes. You do, Jack. Thanks for chilling. Show me your secrets. Power nap turns into ice sleep. Man, I don't plan to take a power nap. I'm gonna go pass out for an hour or two. Even if we stream for what, another hour and a half, that'll be like 1:15. Kids don't get home till 3. Haley doesn't get picked up till 4:30. Trade off here. I'll run this back, making the unsubstantiates cost infinite. Maybe this matchup is just bad. We're kind of getting dumpstered here, and we were on the play this game. Guess we missed our 4th land, but that's gonna happen. Our protection from multicolored is no good here. Like, kinda has text, because, like, they have 2 unsubstantiates lurking right there. If they unsubstantiate the Stonecoil Serpent, it comes back larger next turn. Opponent probably wants just like quick math so they don't die on the back crack by mistake. This can become a 6/7 flyer, or they can bounce someone. That's exactly right. Now I assume bouncing Pelt Collector is what they're into. Well, I guess it's on the ground, so it could go either way. Everything went much worse than expected, chap. Much, much worse than expected. Oof. Oof. Top of their deck was looking hot, hot, hot. Do, 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 do. "13 months of forcing Jeff to play Magic so I don't have to." I'd say okay, Double Pope. Welcome back. These are a few of my favorite things. Ranger class is like a Luminarch with extra steps, so definitely just getting that down. That time we added a 23rd land chip. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'm in danger. Whammy? No whammy? That's a whammy. Excuse me? Oh, they can't cast non-creatures. Well, that's great for us. Just good death building right there, chat.
not fight. Excise the unworthy.
And a Knight of Autumn sound great. A Trim and a Ajani. And trim a couple of servants too. Leave servant like trim Hangarback Walker. Having one drop an Aspirant's pretty good. Ajani wasn't necessary there, but it made me feel better. Our 5's pretty okay. Am I dead yet, or do I get a chance tonight to bottom this thing?
I have cosmic aspirations, dear Planeswalker.
Dear Planeswalker. Pack it up, pack it in, on the play we will win. That's a good one right there. I like the way you do that right there. I'm gonna update the game 3 command to that. That's kind of great. Someone do me a flavor and capitalize pack in the second sentence there. Appreciate you. I think I lead Collector Aspirant here. No Llanowar Elf for them either. Crush, 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 crush. Crush, 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 crush. Do, 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 do. So they can fight rigging us this turn, obviously. Hit me, dealer. Don't bust my hand. Don't do it. Nice. That actually puts this to a nice even 11. So if they want to double block it, it trades with both. That was, in fact, some Paramore Neville. My daughter being named Haley may or may not be related to that band. A couple other people had mentioned problems with Untapped on mobile earlier. Matchup felt bad earlier, chat. That's gonna be the case again. I feel like most of the decks that I play, I'm just happier if I concede this matchup. It feels like we're just dead here, right? Like, there's no way Ares says, I'm just gonna concede the match. My best, if you take away one thing from this stream, chat, it should be this lesson. As an adult, you have a lot of things in your life that you are obligated to do that are not very fun. Your video games and your hobbies should never be one of those things. If at any point your hobby or your video game feels like a chore, you should stop playing that video game or start playing it in a different way. So if I have a matchup that's not fun, I just don't play it. Your ladder rank doesn't matter. The prizes for it are mostly worthless. You know, just try to enjoy yourself. The mono blue deck, I think, is such a phenomenal example of Magic players using the word interactive wrong. Because people always complain that the mono blue deck's not interactive, or they hate the matches, but the reason why the mono blue deck sucks to play against is because it's too interactive, right? It just, like, tempos you constantly and interacts with everything that you do and attacks you a little bit while doing it. I snap concede to turn 1 Hallowed Fountain for that reason. Living your best life, Showtime. No joke, chat. That, what I just said there about bailing out on matchups that are bad for you or you're not having fun in, is one of the reasons why Marvel Snap is one of the greatest card games to release in the last decade. Their cube system on the ladder, where you could just retreat from any game for 1 cube, but you could stay in games and get, you know, 2, 4, or 8 cubes, is so fantastic. The fact that your bad or polarized matchups aren't as punishing as your good ones are rewarding, when they're not all zero sum in terms of how much reward or penalty you get, it really adds an interesting dynamic to how laddering feels, and how your matches feel as you're playing them out. Yeah, it's incredibly smart. Really, the devs on Snap are really sharp. It feels like they took everything that companies have learned in card games for the last long while and really stepped it up and improved and iterated on it in a way that's quite brilliant in many ways. I mean, but like, what's an early retreat in Marvel Snap, right? Like, you gotta remember, the mid-game in Marvel Snap is what, 30, or it's like, what, 2 minutes into the game? Oh, we hit the mid-game, we can bounce out here on turn 3 or 4, we're 2 minutes in. Playing Ranger class is my second card this turn. Okay. This archetype that this current opponent is playing is not nearly as strong as the one we conceded to. How common is mainboard Spell Pierce? Not very. In fact, I think Spell Pierce is currently the worst it has ever been. Oh, I guess this is Explorer. Maybe it's fine in Explorer. In Historic, main deck Spell Pierce is atrocious. Historic's mostly tribal. This is Explorer now. Maybe it's a little bit more okay here. So there breeds a bar over here. Sure. Cute.
We will not fail.
Are they obligated to rope every time Spell Pierce goes to the stack? Yes, contractually, in fact. This is still dying here, but want to clear out their creatures. Get a big Aspirant after the fact. Looking to dodge a second Brazen Borrower here. We had to clear out their forest, which gives them 2 mana.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
They're mousing over my friend here, which gives me pause. Trying to leave themselves mana to draw Brazen Borrower. If they miss here, we get to KO their Nissa, which is a big deal. Yep, okay. Just like that, we're suddenly in a decent spot here, right? Brazen Borrower only blocks things with flying, so their Planeswalker goes down here.
I can help you no longer.
And chat, just so we're clear, I don't want to get in trouble, so don't tell wizards on me, but I don't think Luminarch Aspirant is decidedly male, so Nissa going down there is a big no-no in the Magic lore. I think if they have like a Flash Wolf, I'm fine with them like trading Flash Wolf for Aspirant here, so just get into the red zone. Oh, they can't even trade because they have to tap the forest too. I was thinking they would like Night Pack plus forest double block, but that's actually not an option. Actually can't kill base 6, Sedge. So they're dead here? Now that looks like you're dead to me, so everybody just come and see we killed your land. It won't be a 3/3. Cut, Scooze, and Ajani. I'm gonna bring in Dromoka and the couple of Elite Spellbinders here. Okay, mostly want to be getting under them. Oh, I have 3 Ajanis in the main. Only 1 in. Yeah. I guess Ajani's kind of a 3-drop if we squint. Yeah, buying a high quality microphone, Marty, is something I should have done a lot sooner. Turns out spending $400 plus on an audio interface is much crisper sound than the $100 USB microphone I used for a long time. Nice. Glad you're having fun, Wargame. Can we talk you into a lower quality camera? Would someone like to assist me on a touch of research so I can compose a tweet complaining about Historic and Wizards of the Coast? Can someone do me a favor and look up when they announced they're gonna be rebalancing cards in Historic? How long ago was that? Thanks for the untapped land opponent. I'd like to post, it's been X months since we started rebalancing cards in Historic, and there's still infinite cards on the ban list. It's just extra silly, because, like, they rebalanced all of the cards on the ban list, basically, before they even announced Historic was going to have rebalanced cards, and then just, like, they haven't actually done anything. I would like Oko and Field of the Dead. Oko especially. I think Oko is a really fantastic and fun design. It's just, its numbers were obviously too good, right? Like, the cards objectively cracked how it was originally printed. Nah, I mean, Oko took over a lot of non-rotating formats too, for people that didn't play those. So, like, Oko as printed definitely needs some changes, but, like, the mirror version of Oko is, like, more than fair. Yeah, Land War Elves into Oko is a ton of fun. The Team Earth Friends deck we played for a while. Alright, we're gonna get some mileage out of all the Planeswalkers we shoved into our board this match. We do at least get to kill that with Boseiju.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelmed. Let your blade do the talking.
It is a real shame that Omen insulates them, yeah.
See you later.
Is all. I wonder how grindy we get in this matchup, because with the Fire's access and not just Jeskai control, being super grindy is not that appealing. It might be a matchup where we just bring in the Ajanis, but don't bring in the Elspeths. The January 25th article that talks about rebalancing. Okay. It's so sad that the way this works, the Hangarback Walker tokens don't get the Servant to the Scales because these things have to have a target when it goes to the graveyard. Magic would be so much better if that worked the way we wanted to there. Well, if they have nothing, they're dead next turn, thanks to our creature land. Creature land. I really love my creature land. Creature land. Please die to my creature land. What's going on, Gaffer? Welcome back. Good afternoon. The untapped land there means that Lair at least trades with the Shark token, but obviously we're not in a good spot here. You want Dark Confidant. I mean, that card's probably not even playable, right? Alright, shit. Sometimes lucky. Bob won't be playable until we get Tombstalker on the platform. Mood. Okay, so Agent means they are the combo version of their archetype. I think Ajani's still pretty good because his -3 could be game winning, putting a lot of pressure out. Oh, usually they're a transmog deck, right? Does Weathered Runestone stop transmog? I forget. Reveal cards, top your library until they reveal a creature, it puts it on the battlefield. It does. Yeah, okay. Down to clown with Runestone. You don't want a Johnny then. Few things here. Let's do this. Dromcom's only okay because of their ability to have things like Omen to insulate against it. Kenobi, thanks for getting out for over 3 years. Welcome back. Gaffer, thanks for the 3/4 of a year. Lack of untapped green is big sad. These Sunpetal Groves, chat, will definitely be a green-white Painland as soon as that's available to us as an option to play. We don't really care about taking some damage, and we would like our lands to be untapped. Hero Fall, yeah, Marty. That was the name of the set. Oh, if it's right to start growing this or not. Because growing this is mediocre against them stealing our stuff. Quite possible. I'm just supposed to Aspirant into Conclave Mentor here. I'm gonna target the Serpent because it feels like they have a Doomblade here. Gosh, Hangboy's also kind of medium into Emperor as well, right? Not putting the counters on Hangarback is worse into a verdict this turn. They double topped. I'm in danger. It's better against Transmog though. Oh, worse into that. Get to temporary lockdown. Get your Obit of the Sea back. That's so gross. Fire design is such a giant pit stain on Magic the Gathering, chat.
Just the trick for this.
Don't know that my body is ready to get Agent of Treachery next turn, chat.
You are a mighty warrior. I concede.
Cast it or transmog into it at this point. And what's going on, Pixie7? Thanks for 34 months. I'm gonna trim the Hangarbacks. They're so bad into all of our opponents' interaction. Played a gas Sultai deck in Historic this morning. We're currently playing against just got combo control, so this particular match isn't particularly interesting, but this has been alright in Explorer so far, it felt like. I want to get this out of Clarion range more than the Stonecoil Serpent. Oh, that's true, yeah. Stonecoil doesn't die to Clarion. Good call. We'll definitely play the Black Market Angels deck again next week. Deck was great. And I think we just Weathered Runestone, right? It's like, hey, no combos for you, energy. Let's just get Supreme Verdict in here and die, chat. Matchup seems abysmal. You like just barely stole game one. It's like on the back foot dying the entire time there. is a Hoglandian we were playing against, Rhino. They're hanging out in chat a little bit ago. That getting a 3rd point of power is pretty good. Means I can't attack this turn, unfortunately. They're out here living their best life. Yeah, they could also be a scale stick. They could trade their entire board for this. Except... got a couple of Thopters shit. Couple 2-9. That's potentially a little on the grindier side. I'm gonna pull up a little bit here. Alright, let's try this. Bring the Planeswalkers in. They fix the Hydra priority problem. What's the Hydra priority problem? I was not familiar with that being an issue. You think there's only 14 cards in our sideboard? We can check. Oh, I am! I do have a sideboard slot. The more you know. We're about to get a little wild in here, chat. For everyone at home that didn't play when Magic Arena first released, I want you to look at this card and know that this was a format staple / powerhouse. And then look at the last 2 years and chuckle to yourself. Okay. Okay. Their lands are growing up, shit. If I had a Dromcom there, we'd have gotten them so well. Doke. Okie dokie, artichoke. And I'll likely be back in chat after we finish the match hype. I believe they're also in the subs Discord server. Hang boy to start. Because then next turn we could go Aspirant plus crew up the Hangarback Walker. Or now we just go double Aspirant attack. Someone basically assassinating trophy you on 2 is like not the end of the world. It's like, yeah, I'm sad my scales are gone, but like I was on the play and I have 4 lands to their 2 right now. Like this is fine. So the black source there seems like it's probably a big deal. No black mana and really far behind on board. Tough position for it right now for sure. Sideboard card. I mean, do I need a sideboard card? We spent an hour and 15 minutes playing with a 14 card sideboard, shit. That's not true. Our first game or 2 had cards. I moved Ajani into the main. Let's play another Ooze. I kind of wanted a 3rd one of those in case we had a graveyard deck. Someone wanted a Nicol Bolas. That's the real optimal play. We're not adding a 15th sideboard card. We're adding 1 Nicol Bolas to our green-white sideboard. Alright, Urquan. The mono-blue matchup seems pretty impossible, and the control matchup felt hard, but the various mid-range and other creature decks have felt okay. It's not cracking the format open anytime soon, but seems like a fine choice that's capable of winning games if you play well, draw well. This is a Stonecoil for 1 angle. Okay, red-black. How does this matchup play out? Feeble of the Mirror Breaker. Step on my Stonecoil Serpent here. He's a good little serpent. Don't step on him. I also have Fatal Push. This matchup has got to be abysmal. Yes, I think Voice of Resurgence is one of the top cards Explorer is missing that sees play in Pioneer. It would help fair decks against these red-black grinds. I don't know that it would be enough to knock red-black off the top, but it would just like give you a little bit extra counterplay. That effect is so good. He says as he gets 2-for-1 into the ground. Ooh, Abrupt Decay is a good one. Bring to Light's a neat toolbox card, although it's probably just the Niv deck, right? Four cards in their bans, they're 2 off of Kroxa, they'll just like have 2 creature lands. Ahiri is a card I would love to cast. It's a little sad that she'll just be like another, what's it called? Fable the Mirror Breaker deck while that card's legal, but the format ready for Deathrite. I mean, Deathrite's not a playable card, so yeah, you can put Deathrite in the format. Deathrite is not particularly good, chat. I feel like I want Dromcom for cleaning up their fables. Or if 21 is going too low on creatures, it might be. Yeah, the Pioneer Anthology should have been like 5 to 10 cards bigger. I feel like with 5 more cards, they could have included a bunch of the important staples that were missing. I mean, this hand is a really great curve until we get Thoughtseize. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. And then we go tapped land, Hangarback into untapped land Ajani. Just feel lucky we got artifact lands in the historic anthology. Dude. Yeah, Cruise, Dig, Tassiger. Things like Drowner of Hope I think are pretty unlikely to happen anytime soon. Just 'cause they're a little bit more complicated from a programming perspective.
Phyrexia can be your pride, as it is mine.
At least you can put the cards that brick on the bottom of your deck, which is nice. Prismatic Vista, too strong for Explorer. Yeah, probably. You also just don't want fetch lands in Explorer. Like, they They explicitly banned fetch lands not just based on power level, but also just based on the fact that they kind of suck to play with, especially in paper. Prismatic Vista would be a good historic card. Can I target this? I'm thinking again. Yeah, just mono shuffling the first few turns sucks. Well, they don't get both of them at least here. And they're dead to the creature land. Solid groove there. Much easier on the play, turns out. If you name a card and I have no idea what it does, the answer is probably yes, it's slow and bad. Minus it, Ajani. Yeah. I mean, in paper, you could minus it. Before anyone suggests that I use Dromoka's command to kill Blood Tithe Harvester because this is protection for multicolored and won't take damage from this, you're right, this won't take damage from this, but this also can't be targeted by Dromoka's command, so... Ba-da-da-da-dum. So Dromcom can make Fable Sacrifice, but then I have to put a 1/1 counter on their creature, which, like, isn't great. When I get this going. I'm actually moving the Snap segment to tonight over on YouTube Century. I am not super feeling it this afternoon. I want to go take a nap before the kids get home. We're gonna finish this matchup and I'm gonna call it an afternoon. exile the thing out of my bin. Sad. Impression you had to be exclusively on Twitch. Did something change? Yeah, Twitch updated their policy for partners. I guess I should mention that more often. I stream in the evenings on the YouTube side for Marvel Snap and Pokemon Unite a few nights a week, depending on what I'm feeling on which night. So if you enjoy catching my live streams for those games, make sure you have notifications enabled on those channels. Hooglandia Snap and Hooglandia Unite. You got any recommendations for a Switch controller? The Pro controller is fine. It's like the stock best controller. I personally use my PS5 controller on everything though. It's my preferred gamepad these days. So I have a little Bluetooth dongle that I plug into my Switch that lets me use the PS5 controller. You know, maybe I should have Dromoka's command giving this a counter and making them sack an enchantment last turn to play around Stomp. That's probably a better line. Alright, I ought to be done. This deck's not very good. Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants, is also just like extra shit, just because like there's so much incidental graveyard hate. This deck felt miserable into red-black, it felt miserable into mono-blue, it felt miserable into control, it felt okay to find against like other mid-ranging creature decks, but there's just not enough of those things in the format. It's Magic in 2022, chat. Your synergy cards have to be really busted in order to be good enough, and like Hangarback Walker just like ain't what she used to be. Is like the TLDR, so this one felt pretty medium.